If you are a solo, duo, or even trio, then I have the perfect base for you. Expanding from a humble 1x2, this base is equipped with 3 bunkers to protect your pixels, and cheaply expands into a full shooting floor, equipped with peaks for both close and far. Let's get to the tour. Starting out the tour, we have 2 main entrances, and a third one on the side of the base. I'll show that later. On each main entrance, we have an external TC, which is 7 rockets to get into. 1600 metal frag upkeep on each one, 500 stone, 4 high qual, pretty cheap. Going into the main entrance, or one of them, you have a bunker. This can has 2 boxes and 2 small boxes. Going up this ramp, you have a retake into your second floor. You have the same thing on this side as well. You can window this off just so no one can use that against you. You also have 2 drop boxes above you for depot. Going into your second floor, you have a turret, some boxes, some lockers, and you have 2 big boxes behind each of these single doors to spread out your loot. This way is down to your core, but I'll show you the third entrance first. You have a battery right here, as well as 2 large boxes behind on this side too. 2 large boxes, and you have 2 large boxes down here to depot your loot when you're coming into this third entrance. In this third entrance, you have an airlock, furnace jump up, and let's get to the core now. Going into the core, there's a furnace jump up as well as 3 furnaces right there. You could switch it up for a battery later if you want. In the core, you have 5 large boxes, you know, the usual. If you want a tier 3 here, you can just remove 1 small box in the campfire, you can have a tier 3. The main TC upkeep is really cheap, as you can see. You can fit 4 bags in here. I'll take you to roof now. You have a retake here onto roof. You could also kind of retake onto this peak right here, but I recommend, unless you very specifically need it in a raid defense, keep that windowed or just don't have it. But this is your main retake peak, as well as this one on this side. You just have to remove this box to see more. But moving on to the roof, as you can see, we have a bunch of peaks downwards, and these large boxes also serve a purpose for peaks. With these ramp peaks, you have Patricos, kind of Patricos, only on one side. On this side, it's, you know, just a peak, but raid base can't see you from here, and you can shoot anyone down below. As well as this peak is a pixel peak. If you have heavy pot on here, you're basically unkillable. Same goes for this. You have heavy pot on here, everyone can only really see your head, and you're basically unkillable. Same over here. On each side, we have peak downs. Peek down here, peek down here. There's no blind spots on the space. No one is going to be able to hug your base and be hidden. Over here too. All the ramps to access your windmill. And these are double chain link turrets, which makes them completely ungrubbable from a compound bow. And it also makes it extremely hard to HV. And anyone trying to break them from above in a heli obviously will not be able to do that, so top downs are virtually impossible in this base. You also have 2 turrets right there, and yeah, that's basically the base. Let's get to the build tutorial. Disclaimer: you need to build this base out of sheet, or you will have a lot of gaps in places if you build with shipping container. Starting off the build, I'm going to start with the 1x1. Just to secure a build spot, you put your TC down. If you need, you can rotate these walls to make it easier. When you expand, you want to get your bunker like that. 2 half walls delete the bottom one. And at that point, it isn't secure, so you have to do this. I would keep this wig, because you want to turn that into a furnace later. Of course, you have that right there. Make sure you put this here so no one can use that peak against you. And right here, you gotta upgrade that to wood. And you can put like a wood door here so no one can use this peak against you. That will do for now. Once you get a furnace here, put that down in place of that twig. And, you know, obviously you need to put doors down. But now, at this point, we expand the base. Not expand the base, honeycomb the base. So, it needs to be completely symmetrical. So, on one side TC is not going to be honeycomb, and on the other it's going to be and TC is going to be honeycombed. That makes sense. And over here, leave that extra honeycombing for the third entrance. Got your locker spot right here, and garage door spot right there, and the drop boxes go right there. Of course, you have your furnace. You jump up, and if you want, you could do this a bit different. You can, like, actually, no, you can't do that. Now make it really hard to jump. This is for your bosses behind there. And now you basically got your second floor done, other than this. Oh yeah, I forgot this honeycomb has to be that for the retakes. Make sure you do not forget that in white, because that would be pretty bad. Moving on to the external TCs. Go 8 foundations out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come back with triangles. Square at the end. On these triangles, you seal them in so they can't be soft-sided. With the windows right there. And make sure you keep that knot there. This is your bunker. You have to unseal it and then place this roof like that. If it's not working, you just go from the bottom. If it doesn't work there, go to the top. And do this for your loot room right there, and over here got your drop boxes. Right now you might have some gaps, but once you get this to sheet metal, it will be gapless. It's a little bit buggy in Sanctuary, but in game you will have no gaps right here. I'm actually, yeah, in game you will have no gaps, so just don't worry about it. So you got this, you got your entrance on this side. I'm gonna put this right there, and now you just do the same thing on the other side, and I won't talk through this part because I already did it. I'm gonna speed it up. Now moving on to your roof, you're going to want to hit this wood floor out and get these 2 windows in, get your airlock, get your roofs on. That's your first roof entrance. Then right here do the same thing. And now you get started with this part. Same thing on this side. You gotta make sure this is brutalist. If you don't have brutalist, then you have to use a vertical inverter. But if you have brutalist, then use a horizontal for the pixel peak. And your first part of your shooting port done. Put that half right there. Pretty simple. Just build up 2 frames. Get those right there. Get this for the turret pod. And your roof's right there. That's one side done basically. Now the other side. And now you gotta get these last peaks done. So do one more layer of honeycombing right there. Fall right there. If you're building this in Brutalist, you might have a problem where this doesn't let you place, but you just have to side grade this to stone. So if both these were Brutalist, it wouldn't let you place. It wouldn't let you place them. All you have to do is just do that, and it will let you place this floor. And probably should have done this honeycombing before a lot of this, but I'm doing it now, so. On this side, you don't need the half wall. And see, this is what I'm talking about, so. It's not letting you do that. And I just have to keep side grading. I don't really know why it's not letting me do that right now. Yeah, to be honest, I could not tell you why it's not letting me do that right now. I've never had this problem before. When it's all stone, I usually never have that problem. Alright, well, I'll just leave that for now, but you should not have that problem. Right now, you can do your turret pods, which are pretty simple. Put a netting right there to make it easier to get up, and you do your chain link like that. Windmills on top of there, your turrets in there, turrets right there. Then you have a fully secure roof. For your ladder hatch right here, you have the drop down. And oh, I forgot. You should definitely build this, like when you build this part, you build this signal to see. So. That is pretty much the base done, other than deployables, but you could just watch a tour and upgrade and deploy accordingly. So I hope you guys enjoy this base, and if you use it in a wipe, you get online rated, let me know what the outcome is. I hope you'll win. It should be pretty easy, considering the peaks on this base are pretty nuts. But yeah, hope you have a good wipe in this base.